semi-final place in the top right hand corner in the red trunks. His first tournament debut today, it is gonna be NiB. Down in the bottom left, showing an impressive start to his tournament today, possibly even going to take it all if he's lucky. Well, if he plays well, I guess. It is gonna be VoLt. Alright, so we're going to see a 6 expand out of here, out of both players it looks like here, which is fair enough. Love Bridge is quite a long map, so you can macro it a little bit easier. But it's somewhat surprising, seeing as the meta has been shifting pretty heavily recently towards sort of that one barracks opening play. There we go, the expand is going to just go down for both players. And this is going to be best of 3, so it's going to be the first to 2 wins. But it is going to also be single elimination. So as soon as you lose 2 maps in a best of 3, that's it. You're out. You're done for this week's tournament, and we'll see you next time you play. There won't be a weekly next week, guys. I won't be here to run it. But there will be one hopefully the week after. And all the monthly stuff is going to run as per usual. And do, of course, if you like watching all these lovely VODs and live streams, do obviously follow my Twitch. Grab the YouTube channel to see anything you might have missed, as well as my first person live streams. And please, please, please check out Little Wargame Official on YouTube. That's Atano's wonderful guides, analysis, and general breakdown of how Little Wargame plays out and what you should do to get better. So enough me spewing my general promotion nonsense as the castles finish up here now. And NiB actually delaying his work a little bit. I think that's possibly just a mistake. Again, I think he's quite new to the scene. Where's he going for a tower? Oh, he's going to go for a tower here. Alright. So possibly a lack of proper reacting to scouting right now. If you see your opponent's gone for castle first, you can just skip the tower, you don't need it. So we might actually even see it cancelled here right now. And VoLt's just going to see exactly what he wants to see here. And there we go, yeah, he does cancel it and goes for the house instead. And VoLt's just going to be a little bit annoying here in this natural, just slow down his house a little bit. His house is obviously a lot faster because he didn't build and cancel the tower. But we shall see. VoLt possibly stepping out to the side here, might be going for a proxy, we'll see. And there we go, NiB just scouting once again just into the main base, see what he can find. VoLt possibly just looking to be annoying again. There we go, NiB actually with some fairly good reactions, we'll back that off. But VoLt's just going to be annoying. He's going to pop in again, see if he can injure this worker. There we go, so being a little bit frustrating for NiB, he's going to slow that down even more if he can. But right now it's not making a big difference because his own barracks isn't going down there. There you go. So that's not really going to put him very far ahead, like maybe a second or two just with this harassment. Which is not great, but there you go. There you go, and that worker's just going to chase him off again. Well, just poking his opponent, just trying to force some mistakes out here. Now the prizes these guys are going to be competing for here today are going to be Steam games, I believe. Yeah, I believe it is Steam games today. There are some Xbox games which will be sort of being given out on prizes for a 2v2 tournament next month, coming up in a couple of weeks. And there is money going out for monthlies, but for the weekly tournaments it does just tend to be some smaller prizes. Alright, so VoLt's going to be going actually 1 rack's forge, which is a little bit unusual. Normally you'll grab 2 racks before you grab that forge. But VoLt pretty confident in his position here. So we'll see what he does. He does see the 2 racks, and that may cause him to change his mind. But we have seen that he's been very confident in his play in the last game, so he may do alright. He may actually secure the advantage from the forge and then just move on from there. We'll have to see how it plays out. And it's just going to be a bit annoying that attacking that castle really isn't going to do much. It just confirms what his opponent's doing. And you can see actually VoLt with the slightly better macro and timings right now. You can see there's a few workers ahead, which is nice. Rifleman's just going to check for any third base proxy shenanigans. Possibly scouting. I'm not sure why he scouted all the way down there, but it's fair enough. And just checking for third base up here. But you're going to see NiB actually going for the 2 racks forge. So his upgrades are going to be slower, but his units are going to be quite a bit faster, which is really going to help him out against VoLt here. And it is going to be quite a close series. NiB actually stepping out onto the map right now, and VoLt and NiB are going to wander straight past each other, but VoLt's other rifleman is going to catch NiB out on the map. So he might have time to bring the second rifleman down to fight. No, but NiB is actually on move command, so VoLt will get that kill for free, which is really nice for him, especially in this sort of early game here. And NiB's going to go scout quickly for the third base, but isn't going to see anything. And there we go. They're going to trade alright for NiB, but really not the trade he wanted. And VoLt once again just with the worker off to one side. I'm not sure whether he's forgotten about it or whether he's going for proxy, but we'll see in just a second. Now, VoLt's about a minute away from having the +1 attack upgrade, and so we may well see him use that 1 rifleman advantage and really start to push it home. He has built up about 300 gold right now, so I think he's just going to go throw down that third base, and we can see all the units now coming in across the map. He doesn't want to engage just yet. That's going to be really a bad idea to throw away his advantage. Oh, and he possibly is right there. He's going to take a bit of damage on that rifleman in the front there. NiB is going to chase forward against that, but VoLt's going to possibly be okay. Yeah, he's got enough units right now. NiB actually might have the one opportunity to take this fight before the +1 kicks in, which is not what VoLt wants. That was not the battle VoLt wanted. VoLt wanted to attack when he had the significant advantage. Right now, his riflemen are all pretty weak, and there's a soldier out on the map right now for NiB. VoLt's grabbing his third base, and he does have these extra units right now, so NiB possibly going to get caught out on the map in turn. Not really fully considering the defender's advantage here for his opponent. So we're going to see +1's now done. VoLt spreads out and NiB moves in towards the natural base. There we go, the bullets start to stream out from VoLt. He's keeping the weakened rifleman at the back right now, and NiB is going to be on the retreat. He's probably not going to take a huge amount more damage right now, but he is going to lose his map control, which he is going to be disappointed though by. But +1 attack is going to finish up really quite soon here for NiB, in about 10 seconds. So hopefully with this these units popping out at home, he will be able to start to contest this army by VoLt. But VoLt really wants map control right now. With map control, he doesn't have to throw down a tower on this third, and instead he can just keep pressuring his opponent. He's also got to work here on the third to make sure he's ahead, and here we go. NiB with his units now balling up on the entrance to his natural. VoLt spreading out, but a lot of these riflemen are on low health. The soldier going to step forward here right now. VoLt's going to try and pick off one at the front, but the rifleman gets pinned back. The soldier goes down. The +1 attack upgrades are working fairly well for him, but he is actually managing to somehow keep all of these low health riflemen alive. You can see so many are within 1 or 2 hits of death. And the reinforcements from NiB are going to come in right now, but VoLt with so many riflemen and this +1 attack upgrade is going to really work well for him. The workers are going to try and be pulled now to defend this, but VoLt's just going to back off, grab his +2 and go in again. NiB's trying to sort of hunt this down, see if we can pick off those low health workers, which would be nice for him. There we go, picks off another low health rifleman. Another one goes down. This is not great for VoLt, he needs to back off right now. He needs to grab that upgrade and then go in again later. No, that's not what you want, VoLt, don't step back. His upgrade's going to finish in a second, but he's going to be on full retreat until he can get the units he needs out. And it is going to be Catapult once again, coming up in the background for VoLt. Which I don't think is the best decision. I'd much rather see something like Mage as a pick. I think that does a lot better against heavy rifleman style he's seen from his opponent. But it is alright, it is a good siege competition. Alright, there we go, the riflemen from NiB are now going to get caught out on the side here. The +2 attack upgrade is going to kick in for VoLt. And NiB's in trouble right now, he only has the +1 attack upgrade. So his army's not going to trade well at all. VoLt has the bigger army, and NiB possibly just throwing away the small lead he found for himself right there. VoLt throwing down yet more barracks in the background as he tries to bring his army up to scratch, but you can see NiB's just been absolutely pumping out units right now. He's been pumping 4 at a time versus VoLt's 2, and that's going to make it really difficult for VoLt right now. He's got the upgrades, but it's going to be +2 versus +1/+1, which really doesn't give VoLt anything to work with. And he's got the smaller army supply. So right now, NiB is once again just in control of this game. He grabs his own 3rd base. And this is not the showing we really expected from VoLt. We expected something slightly more commanding, just from a player of his rank. If for those of you who don't know, VoLt has been consistently either taking top place or 2nd place in pretty much every tournament he's gone into, and he's actually rank 2 in the game right now, according to tournament rankings. But this is not quite the quality we normally expected, and he's going to try and engage his rival in the front right now. NiB, no! He was on move command, so he's going to take a lot more damage than he wanted to, and VoLt's going to try and pick up some more of these soldiers here as they step forward. But the upgrades are pretty even, and these soldiers are going to do a lot of damage. VoLt right now actually is going to be up 14 riflemen to 10, so this is going to force NiB to back off. But the next upgrade isn't done for about another minute, and NiB's upgrades are getting closer and closer behind. You can see, as I said, there we go, there's the Mage's Guild coming up in the background right now. That's what he needs. You need Fireball to counter Mass Rifleman. It's just such a good AoE spell. You can do it with soldiers, but the best hard counter is going to be those fireballs. They are expensive though, so it's going to take some time for VoLt to really start mixing those into his army. And NiB just looking to secure his 3rd base. He's going to bring a lot of workers into this force, and that's going to be difficult for VoLt. He's going to try and back off here as the catapult comes in, but I don't know, I don't like VoLt's position here with the catapult. That's going to be really difficult, because if he loses this fight, he loses the catapult, and that's expensive. He does pick up a rifleman for free with it though, and he is going to try and engage this force here. He steps forward, and he's possibly going to... He's going to go for the tail end, and then probably going to try and harass the 3rd with the catapult. Right now, NiB just backing off, and VoLt's very happy. He's nicely secured, he's going to be getting his Mage's Guild soon. And there we go, he steps forward, engages on the natural. The soldiers are all caught behind, and the workers come up to try and engage against VoLt. The catapult not doing much damage, and the workers now getting on top of this. He can't afford to let those surround and trap his riflemen, but they're going to. They're coming around the left-hand side. There we go, and VoLt's going to lose a lot of these riflemen right now. His catapult's trailing behind, but that's not what you want. There we go, the workers start to get the surround. This allows the soldiers to get on top, and VoLt's going to lose so much of his army right now. The reinforcements come in, but that's going to cost him so dearly. The catapult's going to get surrounded by these workers as well.